check this out. Spiny Echidna.
The python hunters are on a mission down under,
I never thought I'd ever see one.
meeting Australia's craziest creatures.
Python hunters are bringing the luck, baby.
Fighting for the sick and injured.
Well, that's a big one. Wow.
Returning them back to the wild.
She says, I know what this is. This is freedom.
And hunting for more.
I got a carpet python over here. That is freaking awesome, man.
That's beauty.
Carpet python.
It's time to get more remote, more wild.
They're on a global mission to protect the planet's snakes and other reptiles. Biologist, venomous snake expert, and croc specialist Sean Heflick.
Ever since I was young, I've been mesmerized by reptiles.
Law enforcement officer and reptile breeder Greg Graziani.
I'm committed to the education and conservation of reptiles.
And designer reptile breeder Michael Cole.
I've been handling snakes since I was 4, but I have a special passion for pythons.
Fighting the fear of the fang. They are the Python Hunters.
Australia is home to tons of reptiles, including 135 venomous snakes. These strike fear into the hearts of most Australians, but surprisingly, they're extremely tolerant of non-venomous snakes.
16 feet of gorgeous.
And the Python Hunters want to see them all. The guys are on the last leg of their Australian adventure in Rockampton.
I'm a die-hard conservation biologist, so along with seeing the animals, we want to meet the people that are on the ground doing the work.
And venomous snake enthusiast Justin Mahoney is just that kind of guy. He's got a unique non-venomous snake to show them.
That is a big black-headed python. Yep, that's my boy Sprocket. Here's my second snake.
Yeah?
I ever got. Yeah, got him as a hatchie.
How old is he?
5 years old.
The black-headed python prefers to eat other reptiles over mice and birds, including large venomous snakes like the king brown.
Look at that head.
Yeah, I
Good
know.
looking.
That is so iconic for, well, black-headed python.
Justin likes to hunt for his wilder reptilian friends at a secret spot.
This is where we're going to be going herbing tonight, guys, at the base of this mountain up in front.
Jeez, man. I come through here, I heard stuff popping around. I thought maybe we had some snakes, but there are cane toads everywhere.
Look at this toad. They're all emerging.
And this 10-foot radius right here, there's got to be 25 of them.
Cane toads are devastating everywhere they exist in the wild, except for where they belong.
The cane toad's actually native to Central and South America. It releases neurotoxic venom through pinhole openings in its skin.
I wish all these were snakes. I mean, it's just toad after toad after toad.
Way too many cane toads.
When eaten by a predator, it kills almost immediately.
The reptiles all around Australia are being wiped out by these freaking cane toads, and I hate it. It's not even the toad's fault. It's the government's fault for bringing them here in the first place.
Australian authorities brought the invasive cane toads here in the 30s to help stop the destruction of crops by the cane beetle. Since then, the cane toad population has exploded to an estimated 200 million.
What a nightmare. I'll be surprised with all the cane toads we're seeing here if you find anything other than pythons. There's one right there. He's headed over by another one right in front down here.
So Justin, he's a little squeamish around these toads.
Yeah, man, I hate toads. Can't touch them.
And we're gonna have some fun with that.
God, I got cane toads everywhere.
Yeah.
Sean, you got your grabbers?
Yeah.
Justin, hold this flashlight for a second while I fix my hand. you don't like you? Venomous dude afraid of toads.
It's just kind of funny to us to have somebody that gets the heebie-jeebies over toads, but will handle deadly venomous snakes.
Yeah. Snakes don't really bother me.
Nothing is moving but toads. It's a good thing they can't climb trees, huh?
The only way I know of to stop the spread of cane toads is to physically remove them out of the wild and have them humanely euthanized.
You know, I'm not even seeing terrestrial spiders. To be honest with you, if I was a little snake or bug, I wouldn't be moving much around here either. No, because you'd be in the belly of a toad quick. I've seen enough damn toads. I want to see some snakes.
I thought you were the toad whisperer.
Yeah. Toad whisper.
No, it's not just snakes. I'm not seeing beetles. I'm not seeing any ground-dwelling insects.
Or skinks.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Python. I got a carpet python over here. Check this out.
Where is he?
Right here.
Oh, beautiful.
Right here, baby.
Sweet.
A favorite among snake enthusiasts. For its ornate pattern, a coastal carpet python can grow to 3 1/4 meters.
Woo! That's a nice animal.
Look at that.
There are about 3 dozen python species worldwide, and 13 of those are found in Australia. So catching this coastal carpet python leaves 12 more to go.
That is awesome.
Beautiful
It is.
pattern. He's very skinny for
He's
his
a little thin though. Yeah.
Look at the head size compared to his body. Holy.
I see you gotta play the same game.
Back, huh?
There, a little
Play the
payback.
same game. You let him get me.
Little payback. Look at that, man.
That's beauty. It's not that thin. It looks thinner crawling along there.
No. This is a beautiful animal. Oh, man. Just cruising across the side of this mountain here. That is just, I'm excited.
This one's probably a bit young though, I would think.
It's a girl?
Nah, looks like a male.
Hold on a second. Be careful which way. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
boy.
it's a male.
Yeah, it's a
Definitely
boy.
male. You know, he could be out looking for a girl.
Hey, Justin, how many carpet pythons you found out here on this mountain?
Mate, not one yet.
The python hunters are bringing the luck, baby.
Sure.
Hey, grab that tail, Mikey. Let's stretch him out and go over the body here. See if we've got any scars on this guy at all. This is a gorgeous animal.
These guys aren't known for their male aggression quite as much as the amethystines are. They'll fight a little bit, but nothing like those big amethystines. The males will just tear each other apart when it's mating season.
This is the first python since we've been in Australia that we found outside of suburbia. So to actually come out here into the bush up on the side of this mountain and see this guy slithering along the side of the mountain, this is an incredible feeling.
Greg, you know what your stretch is? If you can stretch him out, get a length.
I can tell you.
It's 6.5 feet.
Pretty close, yeah. That is freaking awesome, man. Carpet python.
You know, our trip to Australia is almost over, but with great catches like this carpet python, I just don't want it to end.
Good catch, bro.
Yeah, man. Serious.
I can't speak for Sean, but I know I'm jealous of Greg on this one.
Man, that is awesome.
Go on.
Nope.
Snake? Yep.
You got
What you got? What you got?
keelback.
Nice snag. That is
Oh,
a
yeah.
pretty snake.
The keelback snake is Australia's only natural predator that can tolerate the toxins in the highly invasive cane toad.
They are also active nocturnal hunters and give out a strong scent when disturbed.
Man, he stinks.
Nice. No, oh, man. It ain't a first, but now it's game on, brother. We were being nice with those toads, but that's for tide tapping me. All right.
Toad tapping.
Male, female, what you got?
I'm thinking male.
Let's turn that baby over and take a gander. Yeah, it's a nice male.
Yeah.
Nice male. It's a good looking one too. Nice pattern.
Not a scar on it. What a quaint smile he's got on his face.
The best way to pick these guys is they look like they're smiling, so they're a friendly snake, whereas you get the rough scale, which is a venomous snake, they're not smiling, and they have pretty nasty venom, and yeah, people mistake them a fair bit for keelbacks and pick them up.
Another great day in Australia.
See you, buddy.
So they're here, they're just not moving.
Check this out. Spiny Echidna.
A spiny echidna?
Yeah, right along the rocky trail.
This unique creature is one of the few animals cane toads haven't driven away from here.
They're just bizarre.
Yeah.
Dude, it looks just like a porcupine.
But it's not. It's a monotreme, which means it's a mammal that lays eggs.
Like a platypus.
Yep. Totally separate lineage from our porcupines.
What do they mainly eat?
You see that elongated snout?
Yeah.
They're insectivorous, so ants, termites. They have one claw that's really, really elongated. They'll just dig down and just kind of settle into the earth. Since I was a little boy, I've been fascinated by these little guys doing reports when I was a little kid in science class and stuff. And I never thought I'd ever see one.
Australia is crawling with weird but cool creatures. And other than the platypus, this guy tops them all.
Awesome freaking night, man.
Greg, are you still talking about that catch?
Yeah, it was a
Hell
good
yeah, I'm
score,
still
guys.
talking about it. I mean, that was awesome. Are you kidding me?
Good
No,
night.
I would be too.
A coastal carpet in Australia cruising on the side of a mountain?
Python on luck, eh, guys?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Most reptiles roam wild and free, but Karen's snake catcher, David Walton, invites the python hunters to witness a different story.
Australians share the continent with millions of snakes, lizards, and crocs. And many of them actually open their homes to care for the injured ones, which is something that I do back home in Florida. Love the necklace.
I know, isn't it wonderful?
That is.
I haven't been able to find another one, but I am thinking of getting one made. Come on around.
Danielle is a remarkable woman. She's got no special training with reptiles, but she cares enough to bring these animals that need help into her home. I wish there were more people that did that.
Danielle's latest patient is a lace monitor lizard.
Hey, buddy. Where'd she come from?
She came from the northern beaches here of Cairns, where somebody called me and found it in their backyard where it was showing signs of paralysis.
Is there any chance that it's cane toad?
We think maybe toads. It could be some sort of rat bait. We've been able to just, pump them with fluids and give them a quiet place to curl up, and we've pretty much had a 100% success rate.
Danielle's other patients just happen to be a pair of Australia's largest species, the amethystine or scrub python. But one's only got half a face.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Wow.
This amethystine python was accidentally run over by a mower in a field.
The head wound was twice the size of that when I first picked her up, and as it's healed, it started to shrink down. It sort of started right from the center of its head and sort of went on a 45-degree across.
You know, it amazes me that a farmer would call for help after running over a python with his mower. Here in Australia, people have a much greater respect for their own wildlife.
I think she understands she's getting help.
Oh, I'm certain she does. The ones that come in with the worst injuries are the ones that seem to be the nicest to handle.
It's missing the end of its tail by memory too, isn't it? From
Yes.
the backside down?
Yeah.
It is. Obviously it's got great weight. I mean, it'll feed itself?
No, she won't hunt it down and feed it,
Okay.
or eat it. I will assist feed her. So I just hold her, place it in the mouth, and then help her get it down, because her jaw is obviously still quite sore.
Yeah.
To swallow large prey, snakes must open their jaws wide. With Danielle's snake so damaged, it needs all the help it can get.
When you walk in from that side of the room, you can't even tell she's injured, If you can't see her tip of the tail and you can't see this side of her face, she looks perfect.
She is. She's beautiful.
You're looking at her and looking how much she's healed already. I believe she'll start eating on her own, and someday you might be able to let her loose.
I really hope that's the case.
So she's the tolerant one. Where's Mr. Grumpy at?
All right, well, now this one here had a wound in its side, which goes quite deep, and I have been treating it. Well, she's in here.
She got a bathroom of her own.
Oh, yes.
But this next patient isn't as cooperative.
If you're ready, I'll open it up and you can have a look at it.
Yep.
This is a fairly good-sized animal.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, it is.
The wound on the python's side has made it aggressive.
She's gonna come out of there, I'm gonna say probably 10 or 12 feet.
Don't do that, sweetie.
She going up?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get her by her head, unfortunately. And here's the bite.
You got her head?
Not yet.
Her head?
Yeah, but I can hand it off to myself.
All right.
Oh, she's not trying to bite now.
Remember, you've got a laceration on that animal as
Yeah,
well.
it's right there.
You want me to switch off on something? What do you want me to
she's
take?
pretty laid back, I think.
She wants to kill me, but she's all right with everybody else.
Michael, grab the tail, grab the tail.
Here, I'm actually gonna let go of this head so I don't stress her, so.
Yeah.
Okay. You wanna just put her down? Watch that one. Yeah, and then we'll be real gentle with her. All right.
She's all you.
She's already starting to secrete there. She goes.
What was the cause of damage on this animal?
Often it's come from the teeth of another male.
Yeah.
I've had many of them over the years with big, like vertical tear marks out of them from where they've been fighting.
Like right here, she's got just like you're describing.
Yeah.
Right up here that are healed and scarred. See those right there?
Yeah,
Which would
those are
say
whites.
to me that that's a male. It's a male snake.
Given the lack of vets that care for reptiles, we've had to take care of our own animals for years. So cleaning out a wound like this is just basic care.
Now I'm gonna do a little debridement here of this whole flesh. Can you control the tail for us here, Mike? Yep. There you go, perfect, just like that. Yeah, so we've got a lot of nasty flesh in there. All right, we're gonna add some of this. Yeah, I can't see for a second. Hold on, back up for a sec. Good, cover.
Greg applies an antiseptic solution to kill any bacteria on the open wound.
I think I try to get some small meals in her, because once they go off feed, as you well know, sometimes they're a bugger to get back on. They can heal themselves pretty well, but they do need that nutrient and that immune system, you know, to do it.
Any more? Anything that's got any elasticity to it, we're just gonna leave.
Take this piece right here.
It's nice to see your paramedic background coming in handy again.
You can tell none of this is hurting the snake because you're not jumping or flinching. You see it's really nice and clean down inside there, which is what we want. That necrotic flesh is all out, nice pink soft tissue there. And just swirl that, I'm gonna back out. There you go, excellent. I think that's good. All right.
She's ready to go back in the dry,
let's get her
huh?
back in her nice clean enclosure here.
David's still got one more injured python to treat.
So what actually happened to this animal?
This snake, unfortunately, was run over by a slasher.
So slasher here is like a large commercial mower.
Yes, she was curling up to die, and the owner of the property started to make some calls just to see if there was any hope for it. And slowly but surely, it's come good, and it's time for her to go back into the wild.
So where is it that we're going to take her?
We're actually taking her back to the mangrove sort of swamplands where she originally came from. The property owner is good with that. They told me that this snake had been a resident in the area for many, many years, and they like to have them around because they have lots of swamp rats and animals like that need to sort of be kept at bay.
Another educated landowner. That's definitely nice.
So this
So
is
you're
your
the vet, huh?
This is your handiwork.
It is. Look at this. Isn't
Good
this
job.
awesome?
Did you name this girl yet?
Well, she was Mr. Python, but we now know she's a Mrs. Python, so that's what it is.
Ms. Lisa.
Miss Lisa.
Okay, works for me.
So this is where we're gonna release it, huh?
Lisa,
You've done a lot of hard work here.
you want to
This is
kiss her
it.
goodbye?
No, you can't. It's a girl snake.
Oh, just a peck on the cheek.
Wow. Get it from a boy.
She says, I know what this is. This is freedom. I can smell it.
Freedom at last.
She says, I recognize this place.
She's excited.
Smells like rats and wallabies.
You guys have done a great job with her.
She doesn't want to leave me.
Sorry, Woody.
You know how I
Sorry,
feel.
Woody.
Let's put her up here and see where she goes. She hasn't forgotten how to climb, huh?
She found a crevice right away and she's heading in there.
That's your reward, guys. How's that feel?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Watching the tail disappear, that's a good thing.
Going, going, gone.
Did you ever think that when that animal came in that you'd ever see this day?
Wasn't quite sure what's gonna happen.
As y'all might say, you know, good on you, mates.
No worries.
No worries.
These snakes have stimulated the guy's appetite for Australia's wildest creatures.
Nothing quite spells Australia like a koala.
And they're keen to meet some more.
This guy's kind of cute for having fur. And no scales, huh?
You're all right for a non-reptile.
Well, as much as I'd like to hang on to this dude all day, it's like wearing a freaking fur coat. He's making me sweat.
His name's Klingon. Once you get him on, he doesn't get off.
They're headed out with David Flack, Rockampton's resident snake catcher, to find live snakes that all too often become roadkill.
We're headed out tonight specifically to find the keelback snake. In a little while, they should be warming themselves on the side of the road. Hopefully, there's not a lot of traffic.
I can see why this is a good area for snakes. Water all around.
This is the famed snake that can eat cane toads of Australia.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how big they get. That'll give us an idea how big a cane toad they can eat.
Snake, snake, snake. He's alive.
He's
Yeah, he is.
moving, I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's good.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah, he's fine.
Oh, he likes you.
Oh, I'm glad to see you alive and keelback too.
That's a male.
Oh yeah, he's got a big
No
old
need
tail.
to
You don't
even
even need to pop that.
Look at that. You see that?
Yep.
Very thick past the cloaca. You are handsome, you little toad ear.
The Australia version of the invasive hunter.
Keelbacks are semi-aquatic and always found near water, the same habitat as their cane toad prey.
Damn cane toad.
The problem is these things need to be about 8 feet long, and the size of an orange to be able to eat these cane toads, right? When they get bigger.
You know, unfortunately, a giant cane toad will eat that.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. That's the problem.
Especially as babies. Yeah, and probably could suck down an adult one of those too.
You know the big cane toads are feeding on these keelback snakes without a doubt.
This is the only snake that can, right now that we know, that can tolerate the toxin of the cane toad.
That's right. If it wasn't, I guess, for these guys and a few other birds and that have worked out that you can eat cane toads a certain way, I'd say we'd be a lot more overrun with them than we are now. But the reason why these are probably quite so prolific is when the cane toads morph from the tadpoles, there's thousands and thousands of them.
You know what, boys? That vehicle right there would have just squished his brains all out over this road.
He was headed
so
that direction.
we did a good thing. Let's go get some more. Let's let him go and onward and upward.
Whoa, 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 stop, stop! What's that?
What's the matter? Oh yeah, baby. Look at this. Next one's yours, Mikey.
Is that, what is it, keelback?
Make sure he's moving
There's a
fast.
band on that neck.
Hold on. I think that's a baby keelback, but it's hard to tell.
That's keelback.
All right, yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Get him, Mikey.
Don't let that little one get the best of you.
You guys give me the baby, huh? Woo! Hey, mine's cuter than yours.
That's cane toad food right there.
Let's let him go and let's save some more.
Snake, 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 snake.
What is it?
Oh, it's
Ah, it's a dead keelback.
Oh man, that truck that just went by us just whacked this thing, man.
That's unfortunate.
It is.
The blood on the face. Remind me a lot of our garter snakes back home, which will eat the crap out of cane toads as well.
One less cane toad eating machine, unfortunately.
That's right. Let's see if we can get on down the road here and get a couple of these live guys, move them off the road before any more of this traffic waffles them.
I really hate to see it, but when snakes and cars end up on the roadway at the same time, the snakes always lose.
Right there. Don't move, he's alive. Size-wise, is this an adult? Is this as big as they get?
No, they get a bit bigger than that. Probably about a metre long is the biggest I've seen.
Oh, we're gonna have to get him off the road. There's a car coming.
Sean's brought along his infrared camera.
Very cool.
It detects differences in the amount of heat. Dark purple represents the coolest and yellow the hottest.
Wow. Such a mellow snake, too.
That animal is already cooled way down. You're glowing compared to him. He's so dark, it's insane.
Well, he is very cool feeling, but at the same time, he's out hunting. He's just found a nice warm perch to sit on, and he's not moving at all. He's soaking up that body heat from me right now. Just a cool little snake.
These guys are probably one of the most common snakes we have around the Rockampton area.
Were they just as popular before the cane toads?
I'd like to think that because there's more cane toads, there's more of them around.
Let's put this guy back and let's go save the rest of his buddies off this road because there's a lot of traffic going on.
No worries.
Like all cold-blooded reptiles, keelbacks absorb heat from their surroundings to increase their body temperature.
Well, that's impressive. He's actually picking up heat off the ground. Look at this color change, Michael.
Yeah, I see it.
You see that?
I'm seeing it.
Holy cow, look at that. Now look how much hotter he is than that really cool grass instead of the hot gravel. His color has changed drastically. Unreal. Look at that.
That was cool.
Very cool, guys. Let's go move some more of these bad boys.
But a big thunderstorm shuts down the hunt for the night.
David did a good job at delivering the keelback snake. Sometimes it's just the luck of the draw when you're looking for reptiles.
Today, the hunters are switching up land for water.
A lot of what I know about Australian reptiles, I learned from a guy who brought his passion right into my living room. And that guy was Steve Irwin.
Steve fought for the rights of animals in Australia right up until the day he died. And he learned everything from his father, Bob.
We're here at the invitation of Bob Irwin to go check out a reptile that's not venomous, dangerous, or aggressive at all. We're talking about the beautiful sea turtle, and it's in dire need of our help.
Bob's here with his assistant, Colin.
Just so happy to be here with the angry one, the pretty one, and the smart one. I got upgraded.
The smart one.
It's the difference between the Aussie language and the English language. He didn't mean smart one, he meant smart ass.
He's probably both.
You got it?
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Bob's initiatives are often followed by the local media. And the python hunters are all for lending their support.
What was it that brought you to this part of the world? What concern about the turtles brought you here?
A local peoples that are trying to do the right thing. They're trying to protect their local populations of sea turtles, and they're trying to protect their nesting beaches and their environment and the habitats, and that's exactly what we do in the United States. That's exactly what our program is about. Education, conservation, and wildlife.
Righto, let's go get some turtles.
Their guide, Alan Epong, is a member of the Aboriginal Mandabara clan of northeastern Australia, who are trying to preserve the sea turtle.
Do you remember your parents or the elders telling stories about just hundreds and hundreds of turtles, thousands of turtles in this area on this stretch?
When I was young, I seen it for myself. That there was heaps of turtles around here. Everywhere you looked, you saw a turtle, especially along the coast here. But it's pretty limited now.
Just on the surface, you see? Yeah. He's right off this side, right over here. But if that was a turtle, he wasn't moving right. Yeah, he's gone down. He's maneuvering enough to stay away from us, though. Straight out that way.
He's got floaters, he won't stay down for long.
There he is.
There he is. No, batfish, eh?
Batfish, yeah.
That's what it is.
Batfish?
Close, but no cigar.
Yeah. Is it batfish?
Yeah, batfish. That's why he's swimming funny for a turtle.
Because he's not a turtle.
This isn't looking good. We've been out here for over an hour and haven't seen a single turtle. I think it's time we get under the water and see if we can change our luck.
Beautiful.
The guys are in prime sea turtle territory, desperately searching for a reptile that once gathered here by the thousands.
It was great to be snorkeling in Australia, but Bob's right. The turtles just aren't here anymore.
I spot a sea turtle, but it's only one.
You know, it's magnificent and all, but where are all the turtles?
We should be seeing quite reasonable numbers of turtles moving around at the moment, and there isn't any.
And this is nesting season.
That's right.
These waters just offshore should be chock full of adult turtles looking to nest. You know, it's a little bit of nature, quite a bit of man, you know, having some dire consequences on this population.
Yeah, no doubt. How's about we get this show on the road, Captain?
Great day out on the water, but, you know, from 300 nests to 30 nests?
Australia's turtles are protected by law, but Colin doesn't think it's enough.
You see the problems we face, and yet every day our government denies that unlimited, unmonitored, uncontrolled hunting with no cruelty laws isn't a problem.
It actually brings home the fact that we've actually messed up. We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do. And the sad thing is that we've got to change people's attitude and get people to think differently. But do those animals have that time? Sad.
Back home in Florida, we have sea turtles as well, and our local and federal governments do a great job of protecting them. But in Australia, they just don't have the enforcement in place.
Bob spots what's threatening the sea turtle nests on the beach.
Bloody wheel tracks.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
This is fresh right here.
This is an ATV.
Yep.
Yeah.
You get a baby sea turtle stuck down in here, he's not going to make it to the water.
You know, worse than that, you got tire tracks going up on the high areas where would be the nesting sites.
You know, the eggs are being broken, the sand's being compacted.
All because humans think they have the right to drive a vehicle on the beach. If there's something we don't want to see, it's negligence destroying the creatures that are fast disappearing from this planet. It's just careless and stupid.
Why do you drive over beaches? You know shut up! There's a sign down there saying no beach access. You even saw it. You drove up there and looked at it. I filmed you looking at the sign.
You know, it's just general lack of respect.
But Bob, Irwin, and Colin have more than ATVs on the beach to worry about. They must prepare a couple of endangered sea turtles for a trip to the hospital for life-saving procedures.
This is the rehab facility. These are our tanks. We got multiple turtles that we need to pack up, dry them off, and then transport them for CAT scan.
You're nice and filthy.
Jenny Gilbert has been rehabilitating and tracking Australia's declining sea turtles for the past 30 years. Nellie, this green sea turtle, is one of many found unable to dive due to floater syndrome.
Floater syndrome is actually air that's trapped between their shell. It could actually be an impaction they have in their intestinal tract, and that means they could have a blockage. They could have ingested marine debris. They can also get what's called a coccidia in their brain, and that's just an overload of parasites, and that can also stop their intestine from working.
Jenny washes off large amounts of algae, an indication Nellie's been floating on the surface too long.
Accumulation of just algal growth from it floating.
It's abnormal for a healthy turtle. Healthy turtles do a lot of diving. They don't stay on the surface.
But Jenny's really worried about Angie.
Wow. Well, that's a big one.
Angie's been at the rehab center for 2 years and just recently stopped eating.
She's going to be a handful, isn't she?
She is. Paul's going to get in the tank and he's going to lift her out to the boys.
Oh, man. Better him than me.
I know, she weighs a fair bit, I can tell you.
She must be heavy.
Probably weighs more than you do, Bob.
I'd say she does.
How did she come in?
The rangers found her and they said that she'd probably been attacked by a crocodile because she's got a tooth mark in her back and she had a broken jaw.
Today, they're giving her a CAT scan to assess her broken jaw. and an MRI to determine if the fibropapilloma growth on her snout has spread to her internal organs. If it has, it could kill her.
Straight up like that. Now we come in with a freshwater hose.
Before moving Angie, they hose her down to rinse off the salt water.
Now I've got to change your clothes.
Sorry, Paul.
Second side and
Angie?
if she gets the hose, she'll eat it.
Sorry, Paul. Sorry, Paul.
It's starting to feel like it's intentional now.
Just a little bit more. Sorry, Paul.
You're not talking about a turtle, are you? Yep, straight off the edge of the roller, straight into the box. Yeah, we'll move her out first. We'll get a towel on her first.
Good girl. We got to take her out of here and wrap her up. And the reason for that is the restraint, so she's perfectly still in the MRI.
Don't bite the head that's taping you.
I don't know, I think the yellow tape's not bad at all.
Quite the sporty look. Remind me not to get a CAT scan around here.
I'm telling you, straitjacket time, huh?
It looks like it might be stressful on the animal, but the way it's done, wrapping it up, keep it calm like that, she's not real stressed. I mean, yeah, she's not happy. It's definitely not going to hurt her.
It's an incredible animal, man. I mean, the strength and power in that thing. And, you know, when you look at a turtle like this, especially in this setting, it looks awkward and lumber, but when that thing gets in the water, I mean...
Hundreds of millions of years they've been doing what they do. They're well adapted, turbocharged. You know, the Cairns Diagnostic Facility usually services humans, but today they've opened their doors to Nellie and Angie, 2 sea turtles. That's very cool.
Nellie heads into the MRI first.
Nellie. Come on. Come on.
You know, the radio waves will reveal a 3D image of the turtle skull, which will tell us what damage she's incurred and the probability of her successful recovery.
The next one's going to be really easy. She's bound up like a mummy.
This CAT scan will determine if Angie can ever return to the wild.
Poor lady.
All right, hello, sweetheart. Hey, we're here to help you.
There's my darling, I know, sweetheart. She's so beautiful.
And really, if we can just get them to keep still for that amount of time that's required to get them through and get that data collated.
You're going to have to leave now, I'm afraid.
We have the same problem with fibropapillomas in the United States. Some of our loggerheads we find just huge papillomas on them.
Yeah, I just seem to have a nice leg up.
Yeah, there's your fracture there on the left-hand side of the jaw. Just right in here.
Now you can really see that fracture on the jaw, but it's rounded, which means it's healing. You know, you got bone growth there. It's not a new fracture.
This is all scarring. This is bronchiectasis. You know, that's with chronic infection.
They've been working with this animal for 2 years, and the scary part about what's going on is that all of a sudden it stopped feeding. That's a bad sign.
She probably had bad pneumonia.
Yeah, and then there's all
And
this.
she's got scarring from the pneumonia.
Scarring. So yeah, it must be all that.
So I'd say she had pneumonia.
And we know with reptiles, by the time you start getting the sign, it's usually, you know, well into whatever the situation is.
She's got a bit of free air.
Yeah. Free air, yeah.
But not as much as Nellie. Nellie's actually had a lot more free air.
Yeah, she got pneumothorax.
You know, if they can get this animal feeding again, those other injuries more than likely can be healed.
Okay, last hurrah. Let's see how we go this time.
She could have tuberculosis because her lungs really aren't good.
It's a spectacular animal. I just don't think she's gonna make it. You look at her eyes, she's lost that spark. It's sad. So sad.
We should have a cat.
But Jenny will make sure this olive Ridley turtle gets the very best of care.
You're just here for the attention, aren't you, darling? Yes, you are.
They've got this high-end expert in CT scans,
and they're sending them off, and they'll know something they didn't know before.
And doing that for this animal they might find something that can help, you know, hundreds more down the road. You never know. Mission accomplished.
For another pair of turtles at the rehab facility, it's a happier story.
You know, the great thing about hanging around somebody like Bob Irwin is that you get to be there when things go well for the animals. Like today, we're releasing 2 recovered sea turtles back into the wild.
We've just been down the rehab centre and just picked up the turtles, and they're in the back of Paul's ute, so he's bringing them down.
Okay, good.
Oh, here they come now.
There you go. You have to kind of walk it partly. Yep. You guys got that?
Yep.
Why didn't everybody up?
The other thing is that we haven't named these 2. We're leaving it for you to name between you all.
Uh-oh.
So there's 2 names, so
My
we're
wife's
leaving it.
birthday today.
So we're leaving it for all of you to name.
Is there a male or female? Bob? The Bob Irwin and your wife?
Bob and Lisa.
Bob and Lisa.
Bob and Lisa.
How good's that?
I think if my wife found out that we released a sea turtle and named it Lisa on her birthday with Bob Irwin, she'd probably have a heart attack.
Have you ever had an animal named that?
Odd ones,
he's
but
got the
they're
other
usually
boat,
ones with
right?
big teeth and they bite.
But this morning's not just about setting turtles free. Jenny's had a call about a floating turtle in the bay.
Every day, Jenny and Paul and other volunteers are scouring the waters for these turtles that are floating up at alarming rates. They want to get them early so they can save them.
Because of the lack of seagrass, these poor green turtles are actually starving and they're floating to the surface. So they're getting about 20 to 30 calls a week now from these turtles just found around the area.
Today's release brings out a local TV crew, but it soon turns into a bad news story.
We haven't even left the dock yet. There's another one floating in the harbor here.
Paul, it's well and truly dead? That's sad.
Turtles can dive to almost 300 meters to feed. They spend very little time on the surface.
A turtle trapped on the surface means it's in trouble. It could be intestinal blockage, trapped gas, any of which can spell a death sentence.
Turtles are the sentinel of the ocean, and when the turtle health goes down, obviously the ocean's not looking good. It's dead.
Yeah.
You've got to duck it right in here.
I'll try to pass it to somebody first.
Okay, you
And you can put the bag under it, just so that it doesn't fall through the bottom of the bag. Come on, jump across.
Oh, you've been dead for a while.
Look at this fishing line. It's entangled in fishing line. It's got a raptor on it.
But spirits rise as they make their way out to release the healed patients.
If they can make it with this little head start, they could live another 50+ years and produce thousands of offspring. That is well worth the extra work.
It's all we need. It's all we need. They got a little bit of python hunter luck riding with them now.
Gotta think positive. These guys are gonna outlive us.
I'm positive of that, at least you guys anyway.
They take the turtles an hour away to a secluded spot for their best chance at survival.
Yeah, pretty good there.
Now you want to get the tag information on Bob there?
Yeah. All right. Tag number QA17778R3.
Each turtle is numbered and tagged to track its vitals and measure the population growth.
All right, we got Bob and Lisa ready to go. I'm still not exactly sure how I feel about my wife running off with Bob, especially since this is her birthday present.
Don't worry about it. They've been living together for at least a month together now, so. If you all come down the beach, what we'll actually do is the people who are releasing the turtles will be actually just right on the edge of the water, and we'll form a V either side of them. That way we can kind of create a natural channel for them heading a bit further out to deeper water.
Let's let Lisa go first, and Bob will be the final finale.
It's such an honor to be here with Bob Irwin, releasing a rehab sea turtle back in the wild. The feeling that I get is just, it's really undescribable.
All right, sweetie. Another minute, and you'll be free. Don't come back. Everybody ready?
Yep.
I got goosebumps.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Hang in there, buddy. Get it going. How good is that?
Doesn't get any better. This is awesome.
I look around on a day like today, and I think, wow, this is what I do for a living? Doesn't get much better than that.
Look, Bob's got some kick in him.
Still got a little spunk, huh?
Still a young buck there.
How good was that?
Yeah,
How good was that?
unreal. Nothing better than seeing something go back in the wild. Nothing better.
Jenny?
If there's a feel-good moment on the Australia trip, this is it. To see people working so hard to save Australian wildlife and to be able to participate in their success, this is what it's all about. It's a great job. How does that feel?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All the hard work has been well worth it. To see them released today is just a great thing.
Great job. The work you guys do is
thank you.
top-notch. Top-notch.
Woo! I hope you get to experience that somewhere else someday, because that was one of the most just great in nature feelings you ever get.
Bob was a pistol.
Yeah.
Little Bob just boom.
I was gonna say, Lisa hung around for just a second. She did like me at one point. Now she's in love with Bob.
I gotta say something, Michael. I was watching in there for a second. Lisa's namesake did a little forward tilt, like kiss it, and then she took off. And I thought, that's Lisa. that turtle's got a little bit of Lisa's soul.
I didn't know you knew my wife that well.
You wiped your blood all over your chin.
Is that blood or sea turtle poop? I think it's sea turtle poop.
Oh, look, she did give you a go. Lisa did give you a go.
She loves me.
You got him? The python hunters are on an island in the South Pacific.
What's up?
Wrestling with a massive snake invasion.
Woo, and on the face.
Look at him jump.
But it's not just snakes taking over.
Right there, guys, right there.
That's a big animal there.
They'll need all their skills to stop this plague.
I'm looking for these big 8-foot things that are, gonna eat some goats.
It's time to get more remote, more wild.
They're on a global mission to protect the planet's snakes and other reptiles. Biologist, venomous snake expert, and croc specialist Sean Heflick.
Ever since I was young, I've been mesmerized by reptiles.
Law enforcement officer and reptile breeder Greg Graziani.
I'm committed to the education and conservation of reptiles.
And designer reptile breeder Michael Cole.
I've been handling snakes since I was 4, but I have a special passion for pythons.
Fighting the fear of the fang. They are the Python Hunters.
U.S. territory, Guam. That is beautiful.
My own island, I'm gonna have a view like that.
Easy tattoo.
The guys are in Guam, smack dab in the middle of the Western Pacific Ocean, to capture one of the most invasive species on the planet, the brown tree snake.
If you are looking for the perfect place for an invasion of tree snakes, this is it. It's the perfect jungle habitat. It's got food sources. It's got ground birds, it's got lizards. Guam would be the perfect place.
Estimates put the island's tree snake population at a staggering 12,000 per square kilometer.
Everything I've seen in literature is just tons of snakes, people in cupboards and snakes coming out of them. I've heard other reports people can live here their whole lives and never see a snake, so the two of those don't mesh with me real well. I want to get around this island and I want to see how many snakes we're finding.
They find their first evidence of a snake invasion near the airport.
There's a live rodent in there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for bait. What's interesting, we've got these things lined on the airport fence. Don't want any of these snakes getting off this island and onto others and into Hawaii, because that's one of the ways this brown tree snake made it to this island, this military transport. Back World War II, massive quantities of military cargo, airplanes, ships were coming into port, and they were coming from areas that this brown tree snake was native to. And that's the injection event that put enough brown tree snakes here, they could reproduce and they could establish themselves as the apex predator on this island.
Despite its name, this 1 to 2 meter long tree snake is extremely adaptable, living in open grasslands and around human settlements.
Since these brown tree snakes are nocturnal, we're gonna have to come back out here, ride these fences at night, and just get an overall kind of sense as to what's going on. Is there light?
Light? Flashlight.
A lot of people don't quite understand why this brown tree snake being here causes such a problem. The issue is that it was introduced by man's action, and it has extirpated 12 species of birds, among other things, and they're found nowhere else on this planet. And that's the issue.
Tonight, they'll track down and remove as many snakes as they can.
Those slabs are perfect hiding spots for snakes.
Nothing getting in there.
We covered an awful lot of ground.
I thought we'd find more here. The way they talk, this place is just crawling with snakes. And we were told, pretty much pick a fence and you'll find them.
But their persistence always pays off.
Snake right over there.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Hey, buddy.
Look at him navigate that fence. Their evolutionary design is so specialized for climbing. They have hundreds of ribs, and those ribs are tied together by thousands of muscles, you know, in a ratchet system. So they literally can move themselves up the slipperiest of vertical spaces. We work on our little core right here. Their whole body is core. They've got abdominal muscle after abdominal muscle just stacked up by the hundreds.
There's prey items all over this fence. So look, there's a gecko right here. That's why he's here.
Praying mantis. Look at this. Ah, praying mantis style meets snake style.
Uh-oh, it's going to be a fight.
Nope. Nope, he slides right under, stealthy like a snake.
Look at the mantis. He's like,
look, that was a close one. Man, don't come back or I'll kick your butt, man.
Stuck through this one.
Sean.
What?
Let him do it. What if you get that snake off by yourself?
Oh, come on. I think that's real hard, huh?
Yeah, be careful.
He'll break his neck.
Just
put your finger up there.
Put your finger right up under that loop right there.
Yeah.
I don't want to get
Just
bit.
like to just
Here, you go right ahead. Here, it's all yours. You want to get bit?
No.
See, I'm trying not to get bit. I know you don't care if you get bit because you know you're not allergic to it.
But the brown tree snake does carry a mildly toxic venom.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one right there.
Matter of fact,
Jump for, Sean.
because his teeth went in under my cuticle. Look at some of the teeth marks on my nail. You know, that guy was a little spunky, had a go at me. And they are mildly venomous, but they're rear-fanged. Not typically a big deal for humans. Maybe a little swelling, a little bit of pain.
You know, if you're allergic to the enzymes, it can still put a hurting on you. I don't know if I'm allergic to the enzymes in this bite or not, so I don't want to find out. All right, let's bag this thing, go get another one. I don't want your blood all over the bag either.
I thought you were getting it.
It's my bag.
Let's get some more.
Snake right there. Woo! This is a big one, guys. Check this one out.
That's a 5-footer. Hook back. Now he's happy. These things are good in those fences.
With plenty to eat and few predators, Guam's tree snakes can grow as long as 3 meters.
I imagine he's probably holding a little more venom than those little guys that bit you. You want to stick your hand in there for this guy?
I ain't afraid of him. Don't. That was his tail.
It was not. It was damn head.
I'm a little disappointed. I mean, as much as we've heard about how many snakes are supposed to be on this island, I mean, 2 snakes, and we've been cruising around almost all night, hitting these fences.
Be interesting to see what we get when we get with some people that are neck deep in this project.
Well, like I said, we're just getting started, so we'll have to see.
Onward and upward to infinity and beyond.
Now I'm starting to wonder, you know, how accurate the claims are that this snake is really a nuisance on the island of Guam. You know, we got to thinking, well, these are more of an arboreal species, so we're gonna have to start looking in other places.
Today we're supposed to meet up with the guys from the rapid response team and catch some brown tree snakes.
Yeah, guys standing there looking in the trees is probably our guy.
James? Hey, Sean, how you doing?
Guys, good to see you. Yeah. We're going to start out tonight here just right along the road because it's got a nice forest edge.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm ready too, man. Sean, we're working with the rapid response team.
Well, see, I have to roll the window up from the cameraman who left it down.
So what is our witching hour here? What's when we're just gonna start seeing them?
Their activity period seems to be half hour to an hour after sunset. So we're probably, 20 minutes to a half hour from when it starts getting really good to find these guys.
When they're moving around, they catch your eyesight. And these animals just coil up. They just look like a vine or part of the tree. They're almost impossible to see without that movement.
When you're in the bush looking up, you've got so much canopy and there's so much vines and it's so thick.
Snake boys.
Yeah?
Yep, and we've got one.
Look at him resting right there on that branch.
Oh yeah, I see him. And he's up there. All right, monkey man, let's get it. He knows you're coming. He's headed up.
Woo, not in the face, brother.
He likes you a lot.
Oh, there's a bite.
First one of the night.
All right, ready?
Yep. You can just put them on the tongs. Don't even need to close them. Well, that's a good-looking snake. Whoa, hello, buddy. It's all yours, brother.
Look at the eyes. It's just magnificent how large they are. You know, a good indicator it's a nocturnal snake.
It has to have like the largest eyes of any snake.
Their bulging eyes give the brown tree snake a huge advantage for spotting prey in the dark.
It is too bad that these guys are invasive because they are beautiful snakes. You got to appreciate, you know, just how pretty they are and how nimble they are in the trees, and pretty amazing. And as generalists, they can pretty much, bite me on my hand. No, come on now. Now you just
wants to chew.
Now you're just trying to envenomate me. That's rude.
Its toxin won't kill, but symptoms can range from dizziness to vomiting to severe infection. And Sean's taken multiple bites over several days.
Is that bite bothering you at all?
Nah, stinging a little bit.
Like a bee sting or kind of a stingy, itchy?
As the night wears on, the action heats up.
You guys, we got a snake over here on the ground.
He looks rough. He's a bigger one.
Yeah, look how thin he is, though. The spine sticking out on the back. This guy doesn't look like he's had a meal in a while.
He doesn't have much fight in him either.
You can see these bumps right here I'm running my fingers over. That should have a layer of muscle over it, and that's totally gone on this animal.
We see in animals that haven't had food in a long period of time.
But James, I mean, is this typical to find them like this?
Yeah, diameter-wise, he's not atypical. This snake is obviously in the process of shedding. So I think part of the reason he's looking so poor to us is because his skin is loose and starting to flake off. You can also see through, and he doesn't got anything in there.
I can see his ribs.
Yeah, you can see his organs. I can see his heart.
Look at that, look at that. You can see his heart. You can see it beating.
Oh, that's really cool right there.
The brown tree snake's heart can shift from its normal position, an adaptation to protect it when swallowing large prey.
One more bag. All right, here they come. They're popping up everywhere.
And all of a sudden, we're starting to see snakes. One here, one there.
Yeah, it is a pretty good sized animal.
There's a lot of snakes here.
You got him?
Yeah. We pull out somewhere between 9 and 10 snakes within a 2-hour period, which is now starting to get along the lines of the numbers that have been fed to us.
Snake! Got it?
Ready? Another one bites the dust.
We haven't even gone into the interior. This has all been edge.
There's obviously a lot. I mean, we go out and find, 9, 10 snakes in one night.
That wasn't even a night. That was just a couple of hours.
Yeah. Where can you go in a 200-yard stretch down home and just walk up and down and catch 10 snakes?
Yeah, 10 of the same species.
They've seen the snake. Now the hunters meet one of its victims, the Guam rail.
On Guam proper, there are absolutely no rails that exist still in the wild. They are extinct. So they've got this breeding population, but they cannot do reintroductions back into Guam at this point because they feel that the tree snake population is still too large and would just decimate all of the birds that they release.
With no natural fear of snakes, the flightless rail was almost hunted to extinction in the 1980s by the brown tree snake.
So how many rails do you have in this breeding program here?
Right now, I think we're at 130, 140.
Wow.
It's a numbers game. So the more birds you release, the more likely you have birds to stick around the release area, breed, otherwise, and not die.
They can get those birds reintroduced. That'll be a phenomenal story, a huge success story.
Yeah, that's the way to get them.
Oh, there you go.
That's the way I get them.
Very cool looking animal. The red eyes are pretty strange. He's like, I'm out of here, mama. Don't chase him. Yeah, don't chase him.
See, that's the stalking rail. You got him.
There we go. Come here, little buddy. It's all right. There we go. Let's not be responsible for releasing a critically endangered bird species. Yeah. Look at him, he's a cutie.
Only on Guam.
I would like to think that the rail can make a comeback here on Guam, but you put the rails back on this island with the number of tree snakes you have, and it's a death sentence for those animals.
To avoid that catastrophe, Diane's team has set up a sanctuary about 1 kilometer south of Guam on nearby Cocos Island.
Cocos is the only place where they exist in the wild on Guam.
So you take animals that are produced out of here, and that's what you're using to replenish Cocos Island? Okay.
But Cocos Island is also home to another predator, the mangrove monitor lizard, and it eats rails.
How goes it? Good, how you doing? Good, Sean.
Seamus.
Biologist Seamus Earhart studies the lizards to help ensure the rail's survival.
All right, we're excited. Let's we'll get our gear and load up. The thing about Cocos Island is that obviously it's a small island, so like 83 acres out here, and they got a reintroduction program for their Guam rail. Big thing out here is, we'd like to see some Guam rails out here doing good, but we also want to catch some of these mangrove monitors and extract them off the island, give these rails a fighting chance. Now, who's this guy?
Chris, he tracks the rails in the island.
You tracking a bird?
Yeah, I am.
How many you got still with radios?
I got 5 birds still. 7 birds dropped transmitters, and I'm sure they're still alive. We've had 9 nests so far, and 4 have hatched out, for sure. 6 baby chicks.
So these birds have settled in,
Yeah,
they're
their
feeding
territories.
themselves, they're reproducing, they're making it.
Yeah, they're making it. They're doing good.
That's great to hear for a highly endangered bird.
With Guam rails making a comeback on Cocos, the Monitor Lizard Control Program looks like it's working.
Well, a lot of the monitor lizards aren't in this area. They're real shy and they don't like people.
Yeah.
Mangrove monitors are covered in dark green scales, so they're hard to spot in the dense forest.
It's warm enough now that they're foraging in the shade. There's a monitor right over my back in the brush pile.
In this brush pile right here?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Go round the back, round the back, round the back. He's heading that way, Mikey. Wait, he's 7 feet right in front of me on top of the brush. You gotta go deeper, Greg. You gotta go deeper. He's coming your way, Mikey. He's coming your way.
He's coming to you.
Get him! Get him! You got him?
No. He's out. He's gone. Actually, my stick got in the way. I should have just grabbed him by hand.
Hey, the good thing is they're moving. Let's see what we can get.
You know, catching monitors is extremely difficult. I'll be surprised if we actually get a monitor here this afternoon. I mean, they're very elusive. They're very quick. Their camouflage is incredible.
With no luck chasing them down, the hunters decide to check out some live traps.
Ooh, look at this baby.
Oh, there's 2.
No lizards, but it is something native to the island.
They're called coconut crabs because supposedly they can climb up a tree, flip a coconut off, go down and open it up.
These guys have some of the strongest claws in the crab world. Unreal power behind those things.
What's that? What's that?
It never gets old.
See how old it gets now.
Go climb right on the tree, man. Straight up a tree, man. Tree climbing crabs.
There's sometimes monitors that are on the tree are hiding from you. If you hang back, when the guys walk past them, they can turn around the other side of the tree and they actually expose themselves to a person that they didn't see.
Monitor right there, guys, right there. He's moving, he's moving, he's moving. We want to try and snatch him. Dr. Michael's got him. First one, good job, Mikey.
Sean scared him to me.
Woo-hoo!
You know, he's in good shape.
He's in great shape.
No real scarring.
He's got great body weight. Typical, though, for Indians. They're just not aggressive.
Yeah,
monitor shower there?
I think the animal really thought he had a height advantage over us. Once he was looking down, he didn't feel as intimidated as some of the animals on the ground. And then when we reach up with those metal tongs, there's no body heat, there's nothing that says to him this is another animal. There's no scent or anything like that.
Biggest defense right now is using those razor-sharp claws to look at the way he rakes my hands.
In with those claws.
He's digging in, trying to pull backwards from this, which has his head. What's your largest mangrove out here?
Probably around just under 4 feet.
Let's bag this guy and go find some more.
Yeah.
Burn
Yeah,
daylight,
sure.
huh? Oh, Mikey's a lizard in this one.
Cool. Got him?
Look at him.
What's up? There you go. Yeah, that'll get him. Give me.
He wants some.
See this guy for a second. I
Got
don't
it?
trust you near my face, that's all. But, you know, one of the things we talked about with these lizards is how they got here. And there is a possibility of them coming over from the mainland. I mean, they're excellent swimmers. They're found around the water. And when you look at this tail here, it's really compressed like a crocodilian tail.
These mangrove monitors are famous for not only being able to tolerate estuary or salt water, but also just to navigate waterways.
They also have a special gland in the nasal area where they can secrete salt, so they can go through marine environment and not dehydrate. And they eat fish. I found the fish in their stomach contents.
All right, let's get this guy bagged up and in quick.
Like the tree snakes they collect, it's game over for these lizards.
2 in the bag.
But the guys wonder if Cocos Island will ever be a safe haven for the Guam rail.
You're maximum a kilometer off that island. It's close, and these guys are no strangers to swimming, you know?
And just with the tide coming out, they can coast.
There's a piece of the puzzle that needs solved.
The story is like back in the late 80s or early 90s that there was a resort out here and they had a nice little enclosure for an exhibit for tourists. And when the typhoons went through, that got demolished and released these monitors onto the island. It'd be interesting to get out here and maybe talk to some people that were here pre-typhoon and see if those monitors actually were here. Do you remember monitor lizards being on the island when you were a kid?
Yes.
Like approximately what year?
70s, maybe 70s.
All right.
If more monitors swim the short distance from Guam to Cocos Island, it could destroy the rail's comeback.
Going back to do a necropsy on a monitor, right?
Yeah.
Next, the guys want to know if the captured lizards have been eating rails.
Let's see what he's consuming from over.
Is this a relatively large mangrove monitor for what you're typically taking off the island?
This is actually one of the larger ones that we have out there. And he's real healthy. You can tell by the stomach, and the other way is by the circumference of the tail. It's thick.
A lot of meat on him.
He's a healthy boy.
Every lizard removed from Cocos Island undergoes a stomach content analysis.
There's huge value to a necropsy. I mean, we find out what these animals are eating. And for me, even on the invasive side of stuff back in mainland habitats, the necropsies have proven that these animals are not as devastating as some of the projections that other biologists have.
Number one thing we're looking for are rail eggs or rail feathers. The other thing we're looking for is turtle eggs, because green sea turtle lays eggs out there and nests, and these guys are notorious for raiding turtle nests. They're ready. There we go, crab claw.
What you're seeing is the fact that this monitor is a generalist, and they'll eat about anything they can get in their mouths. And, you know, they'll scavenge for human waste, they'll eat, you know, other reptile eggs, bird eggs, small birds.
This is the fun part. This is where the feces is. Heavily digested, so it smells horrible.
Oh no, that's right up your alley. You jealous you can't play in that, or are you dying to get in there? Serving up a little poo-poo platter for the flies there. Yeah, that's the stuff Mikey likes right there, that thick gray rotting stuff.
I like my monitors a lot. Being a guy that really likes monitor lizards, that kind of bothered me. In the early days of this program, they used to release the monitors that they found on Cocos Island back on the mainland. That's something that I think I can go for.
No rails, no other native birds.
Yeah, it was good.
How many birds' eggs in all the necropsies you've done, or bird parts?
One bird egg and 3 birds in all the ones I've done.
We've got kind of some fish waste from humans cast aside and a land crab. It's definitely a positive sign, because that's a good-sized animal. It could be eating, you know, rail chicks or eggs. But the fact that we didn't find any is positive.
Back to Guam to see whether the rail can ever live on the main island itself.
Guam National Wildlife Refuge.
The guys catch up with biologist Jennifer Cruz. She's working on a fence that will surround 110 hectares of beach and forest. The barrier will protect some of Guam's remaining endangered animals.
So this is the beginning of your exclusion fence.
Yeah, this is the part, it actually wraps around to the other side of the building and will extend all the way to the beach.
Putting up the fence is only part of the problem. You've got a whole bunch of animals in that circle that got to be removed.
You know, we probably won't be able to eradicate all of the snakes, because as you guys have seen, there are millions of snakes on this island, but we can at least maybe control them. The same with the monitor lizards.
These brown tree snakes and their uncanny ability to literally project themselves into thin air is why constructing an exclusion barrier or fence is so difficult. Their abilities to scale walls and trees and fences and vertical spaces is amazing. You know, it seems like this is a massive amount of resources dedicated to this project.
It's estimated about $1 million fence. It's going to be quite a task. The rail is, you know, they live on the ground. They're susceptible to a lot of things.
It looks like a great plan.
I need a perimeter fence like this around my house. But the invasive I'm keeping out's humans.
Yeah, I love it.
Let's check that out.
The guys check out another of Guam's snake fences, built by the military to keep tree snakes from either entering or hitching a ride off the island.
Basically, they've just got that bow coming out of it, so if the snakes do get enough traction, they'll get up to that little bow, and hopefully it'll flop them back over onto the ground. And as the snake starts to crawl up, if he can actually get any traction on this little gauged fencing here, he's gonna have to go out and around this. And basically, the gravity's gonna pull him with what little traction he's got on that fencing back to the ground. He may try it once or twice, but eventually these animals are just going to avoid the fence.
Pretty simple design, but it looks like it might work.
Back to the hunt.
Another fun-filled night on tree snakes. Let's hope.
This time, they're here to do more than count tree snakes.
How goes it?
Pretty good, thanks.
Sean.
Good to see you, Bjorn.
Biologist Bjorn Lardner studies the snake's movement patterns.
We're going to try to put a radio transmitter in a baby snake.
So how do you do that?
But we're going to use tiny, tiny transmitters that are so small that you can fit them inside a baby snake without the snake having to carry too much of a load. We're going to stuff a transmitter into this dead gecko.
This tiny transmitter weighs only a gram.
So here we've got a transmitter gecko ready to be eaten by a snake.
So the Trojan gecko.
Yeah.
All right. Now comes the hard part. We've got to find a snake.
And get it to eat that gecko.
I don't know, after last night, might not be such a hard thing to do.
Remember that tonight we're only looking for the small guys. Any snake that is larger than roughly 3 feet total length, that is not a snake we want to transmit it tonight.
Wind whipping through here with the trees moving makes it even that much harder to see a snake moving in the tree, because what we're looking for is movement as these snakes search around for their prey items. And I mean, we had a lot stacked against us tonight.
Looking for pretty small juveniles. They don't typically find them on the ground, so it's one area that we can forego searching. Wind is a killer. You're gonna have to actually catch the glint of the snake or the coloration or just the body form.
It doesn't take long for the python hunter's snake radar to kick in.
Guys, we got a snake over here on the ground. It's got to be a big one. It's on the ground.
So how long is that?
About twice what you need, huh?
Too big for my needs.
All right, bag him and keep going.
If you guys want another one, there's one down here. A little bit too big for our needs, but he's out of range. It's not possible to transmit him while he's down there.
We've been able to catch plenty of adults, but we need a juvenile to swallow this tracker so we can follow its movements through the forest.
Crap, is it a cyclone?
Despite the impending storm, the guy's search moves deeper into the jungle.
Thorn bushes, spider webs.
Snake, boys. He's right here. He's
about 3 feet.
Maybe a
3 and
little
a half.
bigger than the last one just pulled out.
If I just stick this up to him, he probably won't be too happy about it.
Didn't take. Matter of fact, he ran from it.
Tag it and bag it.
For a bag.
We may not be getting exactly what we want, but we're getting rid of more snakes. Snake!
Another brush pile snake?
Yeah.
What size is it?
Big. Look at those big eyes. Perfect for hunting at night. Oh, another one for the bag. 5 and 40 minutes. We're heading to beat last night's record. This is conflicting here. I mean, we're out and removing an invasive species. Unfortunately, these animals can't be released back in the wild. It's so much nicer to be able to go out and handle a snake in its native habitat and be able to release that animal back into the wild. This is not what we like to do here. We're getting tired of yelling out snake, man. I hear you. There's another one right up the road there. I think they've gotten a tree.
Might actually be receptible to the idea of offering him the gecko. Let's see if we can sneak up there carefully, very gently. Careful now.
He's looking at it.
Yeah, he's definitely eyeballed it. How's that shoulder burn?
I just hope I don't drop it. Oh, doesn't look good. Should have struck by now.
Yeah, he definitely eyeballed it. Yeah, he's looking at it. So I think he's trying to find the head of the lizard.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, he's got it. Took it. Took it.
Nice,
Awesome.
nice.
Look at that.
Good job.
Perfect, man.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. When it took that gecko and you were dead on the front, you could see it alternate those upper jaws left and right, and just take that gecko back, you know, and including the transmitter. So it's good to get some data on this guy, see what's going on with him. This is science we love. Gadgets, snakes, lizards, transmitters.
I didn't think we would get a snake to take the gecko. I would have lost money on this.
Well,
But,
it's
I'm
always
glad.
easier when they're up because they don't seem to be as disturbed by your presence
Right, right,
when you're below them.
right. That's something you rarely ever see in the wild. I mean, obviously, we held the gecko up there for him to eat. But anytime you come across this snake, you know, even in the Everglades, we come across a little ribbon snake eating a frog. It's almost unimaginable to a person to understand an animal that can, with no arms or legs, engulf something almost, you know, twice the size around as what it is. It's just incredible to watch.
Yeah, I missed all the fun.
Yeah, you're kind of late to the party, brother. The snake has taken
huh?
the gecko, eaten the gecko, and wandered off.
Awesome.
Where were you?
I caught 6 snakes by myself. These guys are excited about one because it ate a gecko. Whatever.
Is that a static signal?
The interval between two pulses is really slow. So you can tell that the snake is doing something up and down with his body. In one night's worth of recordings, you have about 30 or 35,000 sound pulses like this. It's just sitting flat with the same pulse rate. You know the snake is not moving around.
We actually fed him right here.
Bjorn leaves his radio receiver near the spot where the snake fed on the gecko. Over the next 24 hours, the receiver will track the snake's movements for later analysis.
In the morning.
Mission accomplished. We finally got a snake to eat our gecko. But there's always time for one more snake catch.
Better hope that's not the same one. You're gonna mess up all this data.
That's way bigger.
That's way bigger.
Use your tongs.
I think I'm going to quit walking around looking for these guys because if you stay in the same place long enough, another one will just come along.
The next day, the guys check out another of Guam's destructive invasive species, the wild hog.
Hello, guys.
Hey.
Welcome to Guam.
Feral pigs are a problem in any environment that they get released into. On an island especially, they've got no predators, so they're out there, they're digging up the native plants. Somewhere between 30 and 50% of those plants are being dug up and killed by the pigs digging at the roots.
So we're here to look for some hogs?
Yeah, we hear you've got a similar problem to what we have back in Florida, a bunch of feral hogs.
Right now is a really bad time. I'm gonna show you some samples in my truck.
Yeah.
These are some of the wild pigs that we've taken out in the past couple months here.
You know what the weight was on this?
That's about 245.
That's a big animal there.
Yeah. Structurally, that hog is way bigger than our Florida hogs.
Look how long the actual tusk is. I mean, that's anchored in the jaw, and you can see why the tusk is so powerful because it's got a huge, huge root system that anchors into that jaw.
A couple of guys got injured with that. They'll go right through your legs and take your thigh meat with you. The most dangerous is the sows that are the white with black spots. They're notorious for running down humans. They're not afraid of the humans. This is last night's digging.
Fresh.
This wasn't here yesterday. They got like 5 eggs out, eating the feed for the animals. Look at that monster back there, just watching. These are his kids. As it happens, these pigs here, they're so used to landowners feeding the goats, they just start coming around. Nah, it's amazing. They're just integrating themselves. They're gonna take the food right out of these goats' mouths. Pigs eat first, goats wait in line. For every pig you kill, it's at least 20 pigs born. They're just rapidly producing. It's too fast.
But Mark wants to get the guys even closer in a wilder environment.
You see there's one right there. Cameraman, go. Stick along the edge over there. This is just one example of why they're so dangerous. They could cause accidents on the road, and they have. So, you know, they're already using up all the food in the jungle. They have to come out here along the edges and eat.
He's headed into the trail now.
Yeah, we're gonna go in there now. This is where we're gonna enter. You just gotta be careful. As you saw already, we have some wild pigs in the area, so just use caution when we're entering. Be real quiet as possible. Wallow that we're gonna go look at, been used for many, many, many years. As you'll see the size of it. These are all pig trails coming in and out of the area. So this is where we're going in. Welcome to the wild. Yeah, I see it, yeah. Yeah. There's one right there. Oh, that's a white and black one. See, that's the one I told you about. That's really dangerous. Yeah, this is the time that they start moving around. They come into this wallet before they go back, start digging for food. This is their feeding time. So they'll feed all the way till late in the night, early in the morning, and then they'll start bedding down till the next day.
It's obviously that this wallow is sustaining a huge population.
Yes. Yeah, so in the proximity to the highway, you know, it's a big danger.
It's just mud.
It's hog shit is what it is.
Sometimes you leave your shoes behind. You get them in the spring.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
They're off to check out yet another species that's put Guam's ecosystem into a tailspin.
I can hear him.
Yeah?
Where he's at, yeah.
They've been up close with some of the island's biggest invasives. But when it comes to rampant destruction, they know size doesn't matter.
We're going to meet this guy named Roland, and they have a rhinoceros beetle project. First, you think, you know, little beetles, what can they do? But, you know, it's the small stuff sometimes that makes a huge impact. You're talking about an animal that has the possibilities of just destroying all the coconut trees on an island.
They're hard at work already. When you look at those coconut palms, you can tell beetles are in them. Telltale signs, which the wedge cuts on the fronds. They start to look unhealthy, a little scraggly.
So gentlemen, if you come this way, here's a nice representation of the kind of damage caused by the coconut rhinoceros beetle. But these on the backside are just so bad. And if you take a look at the tree behind you, that's what they end up looking like.
Heard you got a chainsaw here.
We're gonna break it out and see if we can find some rhino beetles up in the top of these coconut trees.
Let's save some forest, man.
One coconut tree at a time.
Guys, step back. Chopping down hundreds of infected trees is a crucial step in stopping the beetle population's rapid growth.
Damn, who taught him?
Like a pro.
That there is a rhino beetle hole.
What are the adults coming in to get out of this top of this tree?
They go in and they are feeding on the sap, on the tree sap. That's sugar water. Let's clean this up and see if any beetles are home.
You know, a lot of people say, well, big deal if coconut palms go extinct on the island, but one, that provides homes or potential homes for other, you know, wildlife. And the fact that the coconut palms are also tied to traditional use.
Oh, right there.
Look at that, look at that.
Right there. There you go. Somebody was home. Look at all the damage that he's caused.
Look at that. Look at the size of that hole.
Those are multiple hits.
To see the devastation that a little beetle can do. You know, we've gone all over the place and seen similar beetles, similar larvae, and no devastation, but they've got the other predators.
So there he is, the big, bad rhino beetle, the devastator of coconut groves.
When was the beetle first noticed on the island?
It was first discovered in 2007 at a wedding chapel doing laps in a swimming pool. And by the time we found it, and we went around the area and did a delimiting survey, there was already breeding occurring. Look at that, gentlemen.
Grubs.
There you go. Well,
yeah, look at that. The coconut rhinoceros beetle larvae.
Baby beetles develop over 200 days. But even as larvae, the damage they inflict is devastating.
Look at that.
Here's two.
We've picked in a stump, I can pull out 100 grubs.
Wow. Oh, that's an insane number.
If we fail on Guam to eradicate this, that puts Hawaii, the United States, and New Zealand and Australia at risk because of all the commerce that goes in between the area.
How many eggs will a female put down?
Anywhere from 40 to 100 eggs.
With no avian predators or any other natural predators here, this rhinoceros beetle is reproducing exponentially.
Without a doubt.
You've got to get some community involvement. Get the humans on this island involved in a little bit of culinary arts. I'm a beetle larva expert for eating and taste, and this one is looking kind of tasty. I'm gonna give it a go.
You think so?
Yeah, we're gonna try
I'd like to see that.
it. Get its head on there.
Take the head off.
But then you gotta give it a roll, right? You gotta get a little bit of the palm out.
What's the flavor like?
Organic. Real palmy, really.
Look at the skepticism on that face.
I'm gonna put out a rhino beetle larvae cookbook. Make millions.
You know what? Do it, and we will be your wholesale supplier.
Roland has one more island delicacy to offer.
You guys need to eat beetle nut while you're here.
I swallowed it.
Despite its name, beetle nut has nothing to do with beetles. It's a palm tree seed, and chewing it stimulates the nervous system.
It's a nice little high that some people get, and a lot of people chew that out here.
You know, everywhere I go for as long as I can remember when I traveled, I always like to kind of insert myself into that local culture and that indigenous people's kind of, traditions.
Getting any of the
tingly
effects, a little tingly in your mouth, a little numb?
I'm sweating, I'm not kidding you.
So you're definitely not driving?
Probably not.
But Sean's beetle nut experience takes an unexpected turn.
Harry! It's hitting hard now. My legs are going out.
You are drunk.
I got to tell you, that blindsided me. And I thought, oh, I got this. It's no big deal. And then it hit me like a freight train, and it knocked me on my ass.
All of a sudden, I look over and Sean is wasted. I'm like, Sean, we got some serious work to do here. He's like, no, I'm serious. That was great. I can't believe how white you are. I mean, you are pale. All right?
Sean, how are you doing?
How the six of you doing?
How are we doing?
I want to see if you can walk a straight line.
Yeah, ain't happening, bro.
So now we can actually say the beetle nut knocked you on your ass.
It did, too. It did. In about 2 minutes, it kicked my ass, and I'm solid now. It's amazing, how everything is intertwined and entangled and is a web. When the brown tree snake comes in, they decimate the bird life on the island. The beetle comes into that vacuum where they've got no predators, and they explode. Nature doesn't like a vacuum, and they'll fill it any way they can. And that's what happened.
I could hang out in jungles like this for a long time.
Before they leave the forest, the guys want one last chance to get up close with a brown tree snake.
I think we should get a couple of minutes just hunting.
Crap, man, everything in here looks like a dang snake. These vines all over the place.
Holy cow.
Very difficult to understand how many animals are on this island. Because of such dense foliage and everything that's going on here, the numbers that have been presented to us, sometimes we feel are false. But once we get out there and see how difficult it actually is to find these snakes, I understand how those numbers can be that high and nobody really see these snakes on the island.
Whoa, we got a snake. A little one.
That's a little guy.
We've seen a lot of traps around here. I just didn't think they'd work. These guys are actually cruising around looking for food versus sitting back as an ambush predator. They stretch out. You see how that thing can go from branch to branch to branch.
You look at those eyes, you look at that head shape and the pupil. Quintessential nocturnal predator. He's in a rear fang, so a bite from one of these, is typically not that big a deal, especially one this size. And they've got to do a little bit of chewing on you. And wait, you look at that.
You look at my arm a little funny.
That's a beautiful animal, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, buddy. Nice. Good find. Well, that's brown tree snake on Guam.
Good job, man. You checked the trap well.
Yeah, well,
good job.
Catch is a catch.
Wait a minute, you really catch it as a catch?
There you go.
Catch.
Okay.